Hey everybody, it's Joe the UCX guy, here to give you a brief demo of how the UCX graphical user interface works. It's very similar to the BCM element manager or the CS1000 element manager, but it operates on a web-based platform on a PC. Let's take a quick look at how this GUI interface is set up. So you can log in through the main page, and on the main page it's called a E-Metrotel dashboard, and you have everything from the main dashboard showing system resources, the hard drive space, processes, to performance graphic. And on the side you have some choices to click on: dashboard, PBX configuration, operator panel, software update, shutdown. Operator panel is a pretty cool thing. It actually brings up a large page that could operate as like a attendant console. It shows all the extensions that are active and not active above. The light yellow ones are the ones that are not logged in. All the 6 ones on the bottom are the SIP trunks that are logged in. And over here you can tell there's a parking lot, and it shows which calls are parked and where they're parked. That's a pretty cool thing. It tells you how many calls are in queue and everything like that. Another cool feature is you can set up large conference calls with a call-in number. Something that you normally would have to use to call a company like Genesis or other companies to set that up. Trunk providers, you can add all of your new trunks in this setup here, but actually I've done it under PBX configuration. And under the PBX configuration, there's a lot of information here. You notice you can do everything from set up your basic extensions, features, inbound call controls, all of your routing, find me, follow me, ring groups, queues, internal options and configuration to set Nortel phones, SIP phones, all the other types of settings like IAX settings, paging and intercom, remote access is below that, advanced, and tools. And then over on the right hand side are all the extensions that are on the system. So I have a wide variety of different types of things that you can access on the PBX settings. For example, let's say I want to check out Nortel settings and see how my Nortel phones are set up. Well, I can choose the public IP address, which allows me to actually log in a remote Nortel phone, like I did on one of my other videos where I logged it in from Michigan. There's the auto dial timer, things such as dial pad feedback. So if you want the key click, the Nortel famous key click when you dial, or you want nothing, or you want a DTMF tone, you can choose that. Things such as audible call waiting. Another cool thing is you can choose what type of transfer you want with the soft key. So blind is where you send it immediately to another extension. It sends all the CLID information. Attended is where you send it and you have to talk to the person and press conference again. Hot desking is another cool thing built right in. You can hot desk from any phone, switch around between phones, even from digital phones. It doesn't have to be, it can be from the Nortel digital phones, not just IP phones, something previously not available on the BCM. You have feature key mode, which allows you to turn the feature key mode on like a BCM, or feature code off, which I have it disabled right now, which is similar to a, when it's off it's like a CS1000. A bunch of other settings in there, and underneath I've set up a whole bunch of dial plan patterns, so when I immediately dial these numbers, they'll immediately connect and ring. Another page is SIP settings. SIP settings allow you to control like your SIP phones and different SIP settings. So if you have Nortel SIP phones, Polycom SIP phones, it allows you to set all that information up through here. Another basic feature is when you actually set up the Nortel phones, you can click on an extension. Let's click on 44515. 44515 brings up the Nortel device. It tells me what device it is, and it's 1165. It tells me it tells me what the MAC address is. Let's cancel that. There's the MAC address of the phone. You can set up how many lines you want on the phone. You can configure what types of information you want on the phone display. On 1165 there's like 4 lines available to actually put information on the display. And then comes the device options, things such as your time format. You can change the format of the time on the phone, date format, LCD contrast. So you can control all these things that normally were controlled on the Element Manager. Actually, it seems to be a lot easier when I control them here than waiting for the Element Manager to kick in. Dial pad feedback, you can control it per the system or per phone with this. And you can set up separate dial pad or dialing options. Another cool thing is here's how you set up all of your different programmable keys. It's just so easy. You type it right in and you click submit changes, and then once you submit changes on the system, let's just do a submit changes, you have to press the apply configuration changes and everything updates. So it's a pretty cool tool. And that's just a brief introduction of how this graphical user interface works. So I wanted to give you all a brief update, not bore you with a lot of details, but that's a quick overview of the UCx50 graphical user interface. I want to call it the Element Manager, but we know it's not that. So thank you.